Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. I am trying to adjust this thing here so that I can keep that nasty thing out of the bottom there, out of the view. But it's not letting me do that very much there. Okay, there we go. Let's try that, sort of. And that, sort of. Let me lift this up a little bit here. Alright. So we are here in front of Boot Barn, but we're going to be leaving in just a moment. Wanted to give a second for folks to come on in. Welcome in. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. Not just the glitz and glam of Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street, but everything Vegas. Had to pull in here to Boot Barn real fast because I needed to find some fuses. I blew a fuse on my cigarette lighter over here. And I went to like 5 different gas stations and 7-Eleven gas stations and stuff like that, and no one had any auto fuses. And then I remembered, well, wait a minute, I thought I bought some a while back, and sure enough I looked through the glove box and there they were. So that was good news. Got that out of the way. Then I got back in the car and the AC decided it didn't want to blow anymore, so I turned the car off, started back up, and now it's working again. So I'm afraid to turn it off again. We'll see how that goes. But let me make sure I've got the right angle here for you guys. I just want to keep that ugly bracket out of the way there on the bottom. That's the only important thing there. And we've got the sun there. Let me see if I can get out here and get the cruise started. Our Las Vegas Strip live drive cruise here. And welcome in. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. Gonna go out here to Warm Springs and turn around real quick. I can tell you with absolute certainty that the big match tonight that's set to start about 9 p.m. has traffic all kinds of mangled up here just to the south and west of the Strip. I was on Decatur, or no, I was on Valley View, and they had everything. Cash, welcome, thanks for being here. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold here. All routes run to the Raider Nation, it says there. All right. Again, $8 for 24 hours there on the Deuce that runs in between the Fremont Street Experience and the Las Vegas Strip. Try and wait for this light here. It's taking forever. $18 of you here. Trinity, welcome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys. Please hit that like and subscribe. Both are very, very important to the algorithm. My big pal Al, I call him here on YouTube. And we do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. So if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We love you guys. Thank you so much for helping us out. And share. Please share this channel with your friends, family, neighbors, bartenders. Ethan, welcome. Welcome in. Great to see you. We're going to start our Las Vegas Strip live drive here in just a moment, just as soon as this light changes. And it will be pointed to the north, so you can see the Las Vegas Strip, the world famous Las Vegas Strip. Chevron over there is $4.25 a gallon for regular unleaded. Now, when we were in Florida a week ago, Michael, welcome. I am missing the Gators game. After last week, I was like, maybe I'll, Yin, welcome in. Thanks for being here, buddy. Yeah, so after last week, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch them in the valley there, as it's called, but I can't say that first word, of course. But, yeah, they were, how are they doing there? 3-3, wow. 3-3. They're holding on. That's surprising. And last week was just a disaster. I can't believe they got demolished like that. And now for like no sugar, no yin, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's they're doing some sort of Raider Nation thing called Fandemonium or something. Scotty, welcome. Yeah, so Sarma, welcome. Thanks for being here. So I have looked at a lot of different Vegas streamers here, and I can tell you, excuse me, I can tell you that a lot of them have showcased both sides. The folks not here at, like, you see it like down on Venetian, down at the Venetian and stuff. Yes, sir, I will, Yin, absolutely. I don't know what band they've got performing there at the First Street stage next to Whiskey Liquor, but we'll find out together. Next week, nice. Nice. So, down on Fremont Street last night, it was packed. I mean, I think that's probably the best way to call it. It was definitely packed down there. And again, down on Fremont, they're running all of these specials and stuff down there, right? So there's a lot of specials, and there's a lot of folks taking advantage of those specials coming into town. Whether they continue those specials, especially now during football season, that's another question. Best casino for player programs. Actually, I think that I spoke to Cliff, Uncle Cliff, earlier. I didn't speak to him. He left a comment, and he was remarking about the MGM Rewards app, and he was saying that he gets a lot of comps through that. So, just based upon that and what I've heard from other folks as well, MGM, try the MGM app and see how it does for you as we come up here to the light at Sunset Road. And the airport's right over here, Las Vegas International Airport. I believe it is the 8th busiest airport in the country here. And they go almost all hours of the night. But yeah, I would look into MGM, I think it's called MGM Rewards. You're behind me, right on. Hey, Ignacio, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys being here. Very grateful. I got stuck in portrait mode, so apologies for that. Landscape wasn't working for me. I don't know why. Spring Valley, nice. Welcome, Lonely Slider. 8-1, yeah. Or 8-11, correction, yeah. South Africa, welcome. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Again, we do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. So please like and subscribe as we pass by the world-famous Welcome to Las Vegas, fabulous Las Vegas sign over here on the left. And the pedestrian crossing has a set of red here. Tobin, welcome in. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, brother Tobin. Tobin got a huge birthday present last night from Vegas Unlocked and Maya from Sugar, and that was really, really cool. So, Darlene, welcome. Palm Springs, right on. Welcome in. Lonely, I don't know if they are. Maybe check them out online. I know they are. Everything's online nowadays, so definitely look into it. Oh, absolutely, Tobin. You deserve it, man. I loved watching that. That was good TV last night. Maya gave Tobin a special birthday present there. Maya from Sugar, the all-female band that performs down here on Fremont Street. Obi-Wan, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw it this week, but, and also actually let me take a moment and say please check out Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE. I would say so, yeah. Yeah, West Coast, definitely. Please check out Tobin's channel as well as Vids from Mike. And Tobin, if you could drop your channel, Mike, if you could drop yours, please, in the chat for folks. And please check these guys out. They do awesome videos. Mike does sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos here in Vegas. Really, really cool stuff. That was very cool of Maya, yeah. Nice, thank you, Tobin. Ignacio, I'm not really into, the boxing and stuff. I mean, well, this is UFC, I think, right? So I'm not a gambler, so yeah. Linda, welcome in. I don't really, yeah. It'll probably be on there at the bar because it's on Netflix anyway. But I know the crowd over here at the stadium, the crowd to get in was already backed up. They had traffic blocked and it was a mess trying to get around there earlier. I drove by there on the way down to start the stream. Oliver, welcome. Definitely ready for fall. It's 100 and, the car says 116 right now out there. Of course, that's going to be skewed because of the hot pavement and all that around here, but and the concrete canyon that we now find ourselves in. Fabulous Fabby, welcome. Thank you for being here. It is, yeah. Yeah, it's still not walking around outside weather, that's for sure. And we're what, less than 2 weeks away from the official start of fall, the autumn solstice. But summer is still clinging on here in the Las Vegas Valley. So this week there was an interview on CNBC that I caught between one of their reporters and the CEO of MGM. And in that interview, the CEO pretty much said, yeah, when we're out there selling, you know, some Starbucks for $12 for a cup of coffee, you know, maybe it got, you know, and then the reporter got right out in front of him and interrupted him because she didn't want him to misspeak and say, you know, yeah, maybe we were charging too much, because we don't want that out there, right? Don't want folks to know that. So yeah, oh gosh, here's the crowd over here to get down to Luxor. I guess a lot of folks are trying to get over to the fight that way, or I shouldn't say that word, over to the big event this evening that way. All right, I let Mr. Ultimate in. Maybe he'll let me in now. But yeah, so he was like, he's like, yeah, maybe we could, you know, whatever. You could tell he was going to say we were gouging, we were charging too much. We got away with, you know, got too far ahead of ourselves or whatever. But now, if you watch the interview, he's talking more about, instead of dropping fees, you know, dropping resort fees and, oh, sorry about that. Let me get that up there. Okay. There we go. That's better. Dropping resort fees, dropping parking fees, things like that, dropping $26 bottle of waters, which was in an MGM property as well, by the way. He doesn't mention it. Does not mention it at all. And so his cure, aside from, I don't know, Ignacio, that's a good question. Does anyone else know in the chat? I wish I knew. This is one of the fun parts about living in Vegas, is merging. It's always an adventure. You never know who's going to let you in. And there are fire truck or ambulance behind all of us here. Probably about 10 cars deep behind me there. And so their answer for, you know, high prices and things of that nature, a marketing campaign. And I'm sure you guys have heard about that by now. That happened right before we came back from Florida, and they announced that. Oh well, let's release this campaign. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, because we've never heard that one before, right? And this is Tropicana. So they said this week that over here on the right, at the, thank you, Michael. Yes, $26 inside the room, but still. And so they're saying that the stadium over here is going vertical now. They announced that this week. So maybe the stadium will get built after all. I don't know. But time will tell. Again, welcome in. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm out a lot. Performing tonight, Brad Garrett here at MGM Grand. And so, in addition to that, Tizzy, welcome in. Thanks for being here. So, in addition to the marketing campaign, got 3 billboard trucks here stacked, one after another here. And so what they've decided is, I don't know if you guys caught this, but the one of the other things they're going to do to try and bring people back to Vegas, you ready? They started last night at the Uber pickup and drop off at the airport. They started last night because they said that it was a dreary place. It was like, you know, not the way people should start their Vegas vacation, etc. Yeah, Fun Sky, I agree. So now the Uber section at the airport, as we drive past the Hard Rock over here on the left, they have a DJ out there spinning tracks. And they made it like an outdoor party for folks, that weary travelers flying in who are waiting for their Uber, because that's going to help bring people back to Vegas. I mean, they're literally, they don't get it, or they do get it and they just don't care. Rick Wallace, welcome. The MGM CEO also said, get this. Yeah, DJ party, I know. Yeah, it's wild. That's going to bring people back. They're at the Uber Lyft pickup at the airport. Wildly out of touch these people are with the rest of us. I mean, he clearly doesn't go shopping, but he doesn't know the cost. You know, if I was a reporter, and back in the day, in the days of investigative journalism, this is what they would have done. They would have gone around and done a whole bunch of research ahead of time. And they would have said, look, you know, I went to, you know, a hotel room, blah, blah, blah. There was a $26 bottle of water. What are your thoughts about that, Mr. Corporate CEO? I went to one of the food halls here that are highly touted and much publicized, and I bought a 14. Oh, sorry, Tobin. Shoot. Yeah, it's always in this little zone here, right by Harmon. Apologies. Let me get out of here. Oh, shoot. Some buffering. Shoot. Hopefully this light changes and we get through Harmon up here too. This is always the zone. I don't know why. At the Sahara, nice. Welcome in. Welcome in. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. Like to do our little Saturday night cruise. I haven't done it the last 2 weeks, so glad to be back out here with you guys. Hopefully the buffering will discontinue. This is Harmon here, and again, F1 is coming, Formula 1 is coming in 2 months. So it's probably a matter of days now before they start closing things off and getting ready for that again. And yeah, they're going to have events and stuff like that here in the fall, and yeah, that's great and dandy, but overall, year-over-year visitation down 7%, but a lot of the other numbers are even worse than that. But the airport, they're saying 7% down pedestrian traffic. And a lot of that is because of Canada. I mean, Canada, they already get a kind of an unfair deal because of the dollar to Canadian dollar exchange, but then they come here and see these wild prices, and it's like, wow. 92 of you, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, Midnight, it's there's definitely people down here on the Strip, but when we go down to Fremont, that's where, I know last night watching Vegas Unlocked, they had a lot of people down there, which was really surprising, especially considering, I mean, the fight is tonight, but last night there was a lot going on down here, pre-gaming for the fight and all that. Yes, Brother Tobin, right on. Yes. Yes, Ian, Monday night. That is the nightcap. And so that's what they're doing down on Fremont today, is the Fandemonium thing or whatever. Oh my goodness. Thank you for letting us know that, Wraith. I appreciate that. Major resort fees and $400 security deposit. Wow. So I saw that Caesars came out and they wanted to offer you a deal for, I think it was like 2 nights or something like that, and it was like $300 or something like that. You have to look it up online. And you're like, okay, but then that doesn't include resort fees, and it gives you a credit or whatever to some of the food places there. But $100 food credit, or whatever the food credit is, doesn't go very far when you're paying $30 for a burger. Be Real, welcome. Thank you for being here. Right on. Be Real NZ. Yes, again, please check out Tobin's channel and Vids from Mike, VIDSFROM-MIKE. And there is the Hard Rock right there in front of us. The guitar-shaped hotel taking shape. I haven't seen it since we left 3 weeks ago. And yeah, it's definitely going up. Getting higher up there. Whatever they've got on the second, certainly the first floor is going to be very tall, but then the second floor too is going to be tall. Way too much for a deposit. Yeah, I agree. And you know, the other thing too that the MGM CEO said was that they weren't really, I mean, he didn't say it in these words, but if you watch the interview on CNBC, he's like, yeah, you know, we've kind of lost the value customer and blah, 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 but, you know, that's just too bad, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I just, yes, thank you, Tobin. Yeah, no politics, please. There are tons of other channels for that. Tons of other channels. Apology, I don't know why the phone keeps trying to focus on other things. It's weird. There's Palazzo and Encore and Wynn, as well as one of the few remaining free parking spots over here on the left at Treasure Island. Fashion Show Mall over here on the left. See the Wynn has its little marquee going on right out here out front, across Sands Avenue. So here where Wynn and Encore are is where the Sands used to be located. Yeah, Fun Sky, I agree. It's definitely top 3 here in Vegas. Wynn, Encore, and probably Palazzo. Either Venetian or Palazzo, but they're both so similar. But I definitely agree. Wow, the sun coming off of Resorts World. And there you go, the Resorts World as well, right? They came out and said that they were not going to charge for parking for Nevada residents who are a certain tier of gambling or whatever. But the paid parking is now back at Resorts World after a 2-month hiatus. They're saying 28, Ian. 2028. I would go to, well, no, not yet, but I would go over. Wow. The Wynn is packed. I'm trying to get in there. Goodness. 88 of you, thank you guys so very, very much. So that's what I was saying. So Caesars, they came out and said, okay, yeah, so in addition to that, you're not, that special that they're going to run, or they are running or whatever, is only good at 3 properties, by the way. Flamingo, Harrah's, and the Link. That's it. You can't get that deal at Caesars Palace, which I just find very humorous. Cathedral Way here on the right as we pass Resorts World on the left. I really want to know what college, what you to corporate hedge funds. Got it. Too Tall, welcome in. Yeah, Flamingo's nice. I mean, it's definitely not, you know, Circus. Not to take anything away from Circus. But you're also right in the middle of everything too, right there at Flamingo. Yes, Macabre, I agree. Absolutely. A lot more love. Yeah, definitely mid-tier, yeah. But it's not bottom, it's not Circus. Or the Strat, from what I hear. I've never stayed at the Strat, but I've not read good things. Yeah, the location, that's the best part, Linda, yeah. Definitely. Being right there in the middle of all the action. Very cool stuff. Sahara, up there on the right. This is Fontainebleau, or Fontainebleau, over here on the right here, the blue building. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram, VegasDon4747. We do a lot of Vegas-related content that isn't ordinarily posted here, like receipts and things like that are pretty amazing when you look at how much they're charging for stuff. Yes, and for anyone just coming in who didn't hear the beginning of the stream, and you know him, please shout out a huge birthday wish for Brother Tobin here in the chat. It is 6:04 p.m. Pacific here, 9:04 Eastern. We have about a little less than an hour's left of daylight here now. Sunset's right around 6:50 p.m. Yeah, Linda, it is. That is that's a once in a lifetime type of experience to get up there and see that. I love that view. And I spent happy hour there back in February, just taking videos and stuff like that, and it was cool, you know, being able to hang out up there and see capture the sunset. That was the one thing that I really wanted to get. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, right. So you know, that's one of the things, right? It's supply and demand. So demand goes down, so price goes up. And I will never understand it. It just flies in the face of everything we know as consumers here in America. Crab fries, 2 pounds. Oh, I was trying to read what they had up there. And of course, they're all running football specials for the weekends, especially Sundays. And also, we do our NFL picks video. And I wanted to mention that this week, I went straight up. I still need to go back and watch my video because I lost wherever I tracked my point spread picks. But I went 13-3 straight up. But vids from Mike, he went 14-2. Shout out to vids from Mike. 14-2 straight up on his picks for week 1 last week. Birds, yeah. Well, wait, which ones? The green ones? The red ones? The black ones? And this is the City of Las Vegas welcome arch here, or arches. Yeah, Mike, right on. Go Sixers, welcome in. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold that I picked up probably on the plane. Someone's standing out in the middle of the street over there. I don't know what they're doing. Right out in front of Strat, of course, that figures. The Eagles, okay. The green ones. Yeah, my team just completely did not show up last week. The Dolphins, they said we want another week of summer. See the 50-foot tall showgirls over there, where the road forks between Main Street and Las Vegas Boulevard here. It's a great place to go and get a picture. But the problem is the surrounding area. That's why you don't see as many people there as would probably be the case if it was further down. But the city limits for Las Vegas are right here. Yeah, the fish. Oh, that was a disaster. Thankfully, I slept through most of it because we got back late on Saturday night from Florida, so was very tired, very exhausted after that. Every time you travel, especially cross country, it just zaps you. It's like being outside all day, and you lose all your energy. So this is Main Street right here. Again, if you ever wanted to walk between Fremont Street and the Las Vegas Strip, this is what you would see here. The Rouge. Nice. Okay, that's good advice. Okay. Thank you, Fun Sky. Able Baker Brewery over here on the left. And it is usually packed, and it appears to be right now as well. Yep. So we come up here to Utah Avenue. And so they're trying to redevelop this into the Arts District. They call it the Arts District already, but they're still trying to work on redevelopment and things like that. So it's taking a little bit of time for that to happen. I'm going to sit here for a second because they're blocking the intersection there. Apologies for the sun. It'll be out of here in just a moment. There we go. And you go, and I go. There we go. So if you've ever watched any of the Hangover movies, the trilogy, the last one in that trilogy, The Hangover 3, there's a mural right here on Main Street at Imperial that features the four guys, Phil, Stu, Alan, and Doug from the movies. And they walked right across the street here at this very spot here on Main Street. So they commemorated it by creating this mural of the guys walking here, a la Abbey Road, a la the Beatles. And so a little bit of Hollywood movie history right here in Las Vegas. Not exactly the kind of place that a lot of people expect to see it, but here it is. And so we're gonna head back out here to Main Street again and make a left. And the light got me. Okay. Brent, welcome. Thanks for being here. And again, guys, please like and subscribe. We really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for helping us out with the channel. And also, please check out my beautiful wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does some awesome astrology and spirituality videos. I can't go SHRX. I can't because it wouldn't let me do it when I first started the stream. That's when it's set, and once it's set, you can't do it like in the middle of the stream, unfortunately. So apologies that I'm in vertical. I didn't mean to be in vertical. I don't know what's wrong with the phone. It got dropped and my screen cracked when I was in Florida, so I had to order a new one. Hopefully that corrects it. It's got a mind of its own. Main Street, and Holstein's right over here on the left. That's a terrific place to go eat. Has some over-the-top milkshakes. Milkshakes that are coated in caramel and chocolate or whatever else you want, sprinkles, whatever, and topped with an entire slice of ice cream. I'm sorry, of cake, not ice cream. The ice cream's below it. I was watching this guy on the unicycle. Hey, Ryan, welcome. We are cruising Las Vegas. Right now we're in between the Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street, and we will soon be cruising Fremont Street. He's wearing something on his back there that says TSA. This guy on the unicycle, I'm doing 25. He's doing 25 miles an hour on that thing. Can you imagine? There's the English Hotel right there. Meet me in Midtown. Nicolas Cage has said to go here quite a bit and hang out and dine, etc. in there. Right on, Ryan. Yes, I love that you guys are here. But again, this is the Arts District, and they're trying to build this up, but it's not going so well. I'm gonna go up here to Gas and make a right. And a big happy birthday to one of the pillars of this community, Brother Tobin. We love Tobin. Oh no, Cliff, I'm sorry. Is that why you're buying the Ford? I saw that. Uncle Cliff. Shout out to Uncle Cliff. I'm sorry about your truck, buddy. Yeah, I follow Cliffy on Facebook, and I saw he was looking to buy a car this week. Yes, happy birthday, right on. So you have to go through this string of lights here. Oh, she bought, okay, cool, nice. Tacotarian, okay. That's good advice, I'll have to check it out. Very cool. And so, I also want to preview something for those of you that are here. On Thursday, September 25th, I will be live streaming from a special location. Not Las Vegas, but a special location. I'll make a post about it and put it up on the page. But hopefully, I know it's a work day, but hopefully you guys will be able to join me at some point from the special location during the day on the 25th. I will live stream, and hopefully my signal will hold in the area that I will be. Buster, welcome in. Nice, Cliff. Yeah, wow. That's awesome. Congrats. What happened to the truck? Like, what made it unfixable? Cracked block or something? I've had that happen. That's usually the end of it. Unless you go and get like a crate engine or something like that, but even then. Sherry Walker, welcome in. $72 here. Please like and subscribe. Smash that like and subscribe, you guys. Really, really helps out the channel. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel, so we have a vast library of videos. 8,200 videos, most of them of Vegas. We have other videos of South Florida, as well as St. Louis, which we were in last year. Oh wow, Cliff. Yep, that's gonna do it. Wow, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, you gotta have that frame. Car still says 116 outside. So guys, if any of you have ever watched television on History, the History Channel, you may have seen this particular place right here. Pawn Stars. This is the Pawn Stars location. On the right here, Roberto's. Okay, cool. Thank you. And there it is, the outside, south side here of Gold and Silver Pawn Shop, known as Pawn Stars on the History Channel. And there is Pawn Plaza, which opened up in 2015. This was part of Rick Harrison's brainchild here. He tends bar in there once in a while. And I still need to get up there and get a photo with him, but yeah. Some more Hollywood TV and movie history here. And there's even more around town. I just need to go find it. But there's a lot of different films. Certainly Casino, of course, was filmed here. A lot of it was filmed here. Admiral Kirk, thank you. That's very good. Brian, the rugby league. I remember that last year, the crowd on Fremont, it was packed for the rugby league. And they had like events and stuff for it. Carrot Top fan, okay. Cool. All right, we're gonna make this right here. And I will show you guys, no one coming right now, the front of the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop as seen on History Channel. Pawn Stars. Admiral Kirk's been kicked off. That's funny. Pizza and wings here. I know Big T and LV. I know he likes this place. $3.99 a slice. Compare that to $9.99 a slice plus a soda at Fremont Casino. Supreme Valley, yeah, they closed, what was it, Buffalo Bills? And they're saying the future's up in the air. They don't know for sure if it's going to get new ownership or what's going to happen exactly. Yeah, Tizzy, yeah. I watched like the first 3 seasons of it. Yeah, first 3 seasons. Kissing Sammy Stone, welcome. Yeah, until they lower prices. And earlier in the stream again, I mentioned that they had an interview with the MGM CEO who just seemed completely out of touch. And really doesn't seem to care all that much about, you know, those that, the value traveler. But this is, we're coming up to the Fremont Street Experience up here. It is the resort fees, absolutely, yes. 220 diesel, old Mercedes there. Wow, classic vehicle. Now that belongs on that car, but you see classic vehicle on like a 99, I don't know, Toyota pickup truck or something here. And it's like, come on, dude, That's not a classic vehicle, and it's all beat up and stuff, but they get it because then they don't have to get smog. They get that collector's plate so they don't have to pay the smog on it every year. And oh, by the way, the state of Nevada's website was hacked like 2 weeks ago, and most of it is all down. So good luck getting onto the DMV's website and everything else. I think it's a ransomware type of thing. That's what it sounds like. But yeah, great job, guys. Their IT team's really top notch. So we come up here to Stewart Avenue, named for the first lady of Las Vegas, known as Helen Stewart. She was a huge landowner here in the area that became Las Vegas, here on the east side of what is now 15, the Interstate 15 there. Shout out to Tobin for helping me out, helping me remember that. Yeah, Cliff, because I watched you that weekend. I watched you, oh, not just that weekend, that whole week, with Papi Chulo and JoJo and all that. And it's weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's just it's funny, right? Like when you see someone that you watch on your TV at home and you finally see them in person, and you're like, I know you, because you invite them into your house because it's like, they're there in your house with you while you're watching TV or whatever. It's like that with celebrities too. And then of course the person's like, I don't. Who are you? Which I totally understand. But I felt like I knew him because I'd been watching him all week. I was like, Cliff, I know you. But yeah, it's really cool, especially when you meet celebrities and stuff like that. And then, a lot of people get starstruck. Thankfully, I've tried my best to avoid being starstruck when I go to like the Star Trek conventions and stuff like that here. I remind myself that, they're just regular people just like the rest of them. All those, which I need to get into. Hot and juicy crawfish over there on the left. Oh, I understand. No problem, Cliff. I totally understand. Yeah, I get a lot of nasty comments a lot of times, so I totally understand. That's one of the things about being live, right? They know where you are, and if they don't like you, they can find you. This is Main Street Station right here in front of us. Yeah, right on, Cliff. Yeah, Tony, the one of the MJ performers, really Michael Jackson performers, really awesome dude. Salt of the earth. I mean, he pours his heart and soul, you can tell, into every performance. And I asked him one time, because I had people asking me. They said, well, what does he do during the day? What does he do for a living? And so I asked him, and he's like, this is it. This is what I do. So that's his gig. New Zealand. Oh, so we have you and Be Real as well in New Zealand. Welcome in, Ryan. He is, Cliff, absolutely. I love Tony. And so is Mike, Mike Phoenix, the other MJ performer down here. He's really cool. Both of them are. And they sit there and they want to talk to you. It's like, dude, I always feel badly because I'm like, no, get out here and make money. I don't want you to waste your time talking to me. Get out, do what you do. There's the Circa limo there on the right. Scotland, of course, yes. Welcome, Kirsty. Thank you so much. The UK. There's another happy couple over here on the right in front of the plaza. The crowd at the Fremont Street Experience looks a little thin right now. And again, the car still says 116, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. Okay, here we go, guys. Take a shot of milk, water, whatever you want. And Altima right there has no tag on it. Oh, that's the best, Cliff, especially when they remember you. Yeah. I've had that happen a couple of times at the Star Trek convention where I go back up to the same celeb or whatever, and they're like, I remember you. I talked to you last year. Garrett Wang, who was on Star Trek Voyager. He's like that. Very personable, down to earth and all that. Really, really cool guy. He's like, I remember you. So this, guys, is the Golden Nugget. And its pool is open. It's not being polluted by human excrement. At least not right now. Not that we know of. And this is a crosswalk, so I gotta let you guys go. But you're just standing there, so I will continue. Yeah, Kirsty, it can be a lot of fun. The only problem is the price, the gouging that goes on. And speaking of which, $50 a night, right there. $50 US a night, right now, Friday to Sunday, to park here at the Golden Nugget in downtown Las Vegas. Yeah, you know, that's another good point too, Funny. And that when they did that interview, that's what I would have asked about. Is, so wait a minute, so what about all these other casinos that are springing up all over the country? What's your plan to counteract that and keep Vegas germane or relevant to these value shoppers and stuff? But that question just did not get asked. And yeah, again, that guy just seemed so out of touch with reality. And in fact, he kind of said we're really more focused on, you know, international markets like Macau and Hong Kong. So he's like, yeah, we don't really care. These guys think that Vegas is always going to draw people in, but if people don't have the money, they don't have the money. That's, you know, nothing's going to change that. Chip Tooth, welcome. It's amazing. And speaking of amazing, please check out Tobin's channel and Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIK. I have seen people post pictures. Jimmy Hart, if you know WWF wrestling from back in the 80s and stuff. Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, he was down here. But he was on a Monday. And someone else, who was it? So they were filming also, they were filming a movie down here that had Vince Vaughn and Al Pacino in it, and I don't remember what the name of that movie is supposed to be. But this is the crossing here for Fremont Street Experience. That canopy you see overhead, the world's third largest LED screen. This Escalade is stopped way past where he should be, but the marshals don't care. And so we're now crossing the world famous Fremont Street Experience. There's the crowd over here off to the west on the left side. Easy Waltz, nice. Okay, cool. Thank you, Brother Cliff. When does that come out? So yeah, they were filming down here on Fremont, and they were all up and down Fremont. And I saw this past week LeBron James was there at Bellagio, something called Jasmine, a restaurant there at the Bellagio this week with his wife. But usually these people have an entourage, right? So Top Gun, Risky Business, yes. Classics. I came into the living room earlier at the house, and Cinnamon was watching Mr. Mom. Remember that movie? With Michael Keaton? Mr. Mom. And now they can't come up with any new ideas for movies whatsoever, so everything's recycled. So guys, we're gonna go back down here to Fremont Street, and then you have the Fremont Street Man on a Horse right here. And the Man on a Horse, this sign used to be out in front of where the Mandalay Bay is now. It used to be out in front of Hacienda Casino and Hotel. This is the Fremont East District. They're trying desperately to build up this area. Last night they had like a DJ concert street party type thing down here. Looks like they've got something going on today, because directly in front of us it's all... Oh, it already premiered. Wow. Indonesia, welcome Ahmed. Appreciate you being here. Special event ahead. Road closed ahead. All right. We'll cut around that. See if I can make a left up here. But this is El Cortez over here on our left. Been here since 1941. And on the right there, you see the praying mantis for the for Container Park. 95 here. Thank you guys so very, very much. Please smash that like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys being here. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. So please check out our other videos as well. Adopt a spot. City of Las Vegas, adopt a spot, it says. So instead of adopt a road, it's adopt a spot. Help us do the job that we can't do ourselves. And I was mentioning earlier too about like the property taxes and property insurance and stuff. Yes, thank you so much for being here. And property taxes, of course, here. Bye, Ryan. Thank you for coming in, buddy. And I mean, they just keep going up, and it's all based upon your property value, right? But the property value, that's determined by realtors, because it goes based on comps, right? Comparable sales in the area. There's Atomic Liquors right there on the right. Longtime mainstay here. In fact, it got its name Atomic Liquors because that's where folks would stand on the roof to watch certain things go off northwest of here out in the middle of the desert. Certain atomic things. There's Ferguson's right there. I know, yes, Fun Sky, absolutely. There's the big rig jig right there. Here at Ferguson's in downtown, right here off of Fremont Street. That's a very good point. Absolutely. It's what, a 90-year-old movie? And they're charging that kind of money for that immersive experience? No thanks. So this is Maryland Parkway here, another major north-south artery here in Las Vegas. Apologies for that. I don't know why it's focusing like that. 13th Street. So we're in the numbered streets right now, you guys, and these are areas with lots and lots of calls for service. You see some of the corners up here, street corners, a lot of folks hanging out. There's a Fremont Market here, slots, you buy, we fry. A lot of people hanging out in the parking lot there. There's a 7-Eleven there over on the left. One of 162 7-Elevens here in the greater Las Vegas area. 11th Street Records, excellent. Okay, cool. Thank you, Cliff. That's great information. I'm sorry, Jamie. Netflix and chill, it says over there. Is supposed to last, or supposed to start, the main card starts at 9 or something? No, it starts at 9 Eastern. And they're saying that the main event should start around 8:30 Pacific. And again, that's on Netflix, but I will be down here on Fremont, live streaming whatever they have going on here. So please tune into that as we continue cruising Fremont Street here in the Fremont East District, as it's known. $3.89 a gallon for the Chevron there. That's actually cheaper for Chevron than what we've seen all over town today. We've been seeing $4.25, $4.35. And compared to Florida, we're getting completely robbed. $3.69 a gallon at the Arco right there on the corner. Cousin Vinny, welcome. So it's usually about a dime difference, 10 cents between the cash price and the credit price for gas here in America. Ever since Congress decided, oh yeah, let's pass the cost of credit cards on to the consumer. Oh, they turned her. So now we see her back. There is the Blue Angel Motel statue right there. And she was turning, rotating. but now she appears to be stopped. Huh. And I don't know why they turned her. She was facing... Okay, there she's rotating. Blue Heaven Lounge, open 24 hours. So they've saved that sign, thank goodness. And helped maintain a lot of these old Vegas type of elements, even though most of old Vegas is pretty much gone. You might be able to find some of it at like El Cortez a little bit, or maybe even Flamingo down on the Strip, but yeah. I'm gonna go out here. 90 of you here, thank you so very much. Please like and subscribe. We love you guys, thank you for being here. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Dawn channel. Also, please check out my wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does some awesome astrology and spirituality videos. And even if those aren't your thing, if you could still like and subscribe to her, it would really mean a lot to us. I'm trying to help her get her channel established and going here on YouTube. And also, please check out Brother Tobin and Vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE, here on YouTube. Awesome people, amazing content. So this is Eastern Avenue right here, a major north-south artery here in the Vegas Valley, and the scooter's gonna run the red light. There you go. Oh, I guess they didn't have a red light. Oops. They get the turn signal there, okay. There's a McDonald's on the other corner, Carl's Jr., which is a fast food burger joint for our international viewers. Go over here and make a left. Head back up Fremont Street. See the sign there for Raising Cane's. They're finally putting that up. Thank you, Brother Tobin. I'm not going, no. I am going actually to Fremont Street, and I'll be live streaming down there. I heard prices for that event this evening are astronomical, which is just wild. Again, Vegas can't seem to figure itself out. Can't figure out what's wrong. Gosh, why are people not coming to Vegas anymore? Kissing Sammy Stone, right on. It's an old gas station here, but it still has pumps. Just no prices out front. That's not sketchy. And plywood on its windows. I haven't seen that yet, Cliff. I'm not sure. I'll have to check into that. I'll have to check in, yeah. I was wondering about that too. Fremont Manor condominiums over here, rent monthly. I don't know about that. Las Vegas Paving Corp. They have this land here on the corner of Bruce Street and Fremont Street all filled up with their equipment. In Washington State, which looks amazing compared to all of the brown we have here in the desert. It's very green up there. Oh, cool, Linda. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate that. My pleasure. South Cove Apartments vacancy. Monthly, weekly pool, phones, color TV. You know, that brings up another point too, Linda. If, like, with the price of everything and they're charging such ridiculous fees for everything, including parking fees, one segment of the economy that should be coming out railing against that would be car rental companies, you would think. Because people are probably bypassing renting a car because they don't want to have to pay $25 a day to park the thing on their week in Vegas or whatever. Now, I don't know for sure, but I know it would probably dissuade some folks. Yes, definitely, and very different, yeah. Yeah, because you have all this flash and glitz down on the Strip in Fremont Street, that wall in front of us. And there's Ferguson's again with the big rig jig right there on the right. But then once you get out of this corridor here, it's a completely different place. Now, when you get out to the periphery of town, Atomic Liquors there again on the left. When you get out to the periphery of town, it's A lot of it's really nice. Summerlin, Henderson, Blue Diamond, the Southwest out there, Rhodes Ranch, etc. This person, welcome. Nice, Yin. Have a good time, man. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. My phone is just not focusing. I don't know why that is. But I want to show you guys this real quick, just in case you've never seen it. And for my silent watchers, shout out to my silent watchers. I hope you guys liked and subscribed. Please, we do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. So right here, literally hanging out, and I can't zoom in this mode, I don't think. Oh, I can. Okay, good. You have mannequins up there. Literally hanging out here on the street lamps along Fremont, straight across the street from Atomic Liquors. And there's a green one. And they have several of them up here. They're not on the city-owned street lights. They're just the lights owned by this parking lot company, whoever that is. Yeah, this person, oh, yeah, Canadian, nice. Okay, cool. I was just catching up. Yeah, so guys, thank you again so very, very much. No problem, Yin, thank you, my brother. So guys, we're going to go find a place to park. I'm gonna end the stream, and then I will be back on in about an hour. And I hope you will join me for that live stream here this evening. Live from Fremont Street, downtown Las Vegas. And again, please like and subscribe. We do all things Vegas here. So please check out our videos. Linda, Yin, Tobin, Mike, thank you guys so very, very much for being here. We love you guys. And again, please check out Mike, vids from Mike, VIDSFROMMIKE, as well as Tobin, aka Don't Stop Believin', and Cinnamon and Jupiter. And happy birthday, brother Tobin. I know you don't drink, but have something that you enjoy on your birthday here. 07, yeah, it's changed a lot. But again, thank you so very, very much, you guys, and I will see you hopefully in about an hour.